This is Jeff with Shout Out Minnesota, and we are here with Robert Lasardo at the Minneapolis 2018 Tattoo Convention. How are you doing?
I'm well, Jeff. How are you?
Good.
You keeping warm in this Arctic climate that we're in here?
Yeah, we're actually having a heat wave here. It's in the 20s. So you've had experience here meeting a lot of your fans here at the convention. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's always nice to be reminded that, you know, all these years I've spent devoting myself to my creativity, my passion, my work is appreciated. It's nice.
It's great.
It's good to have conversations with people who are paying attention to some of these TV shows and films that apparently have made a lot more impact than I realized at times.
Absolutely, and you've been in a lot of them, a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows recently, which we were just talking about. The movie Psych that came out on USA, great role. How was it to prepare for a role?
Well, I'll answer the first question. It was a really wonderful experience to be invited into a situation of comedy. I don't often get to participate in movies that are kind of lighthearted that way, and most of the stuff is pretty damn tortured, which is nice, though. It has its benefits to people like that type of entertainment. But for me, it was kind of a necessary part of the evolution, creatively and professionally, to participate in something like Psych the movie. And it was a real pleasure to work with James Roday, all the cast was just really fun, and I laughed my ass off. Can I say that?
That's okay. You can say whatever you want.
But yeah, it was just a really wonderful experience, man. Steve Franks, the creator of the show, was very friendly, and I just basically thanked them for allowing something like that to manifest. Because, like I said, generally I don't often get to participate in shows, movies, television that are of a lighthearted nature. So it was just wonderful. And I saw the movie, and I practically fell off my chair. It was really funny. And I think the biggest challenge, he asked me how do I prepare for a role. I think in this situation with Psych the movie, I had to basically fight to just keep myself from not laughing during the takes because James was so funny. He was cracking me up.
And that's actually was going to lead in my next question about how it was working with those guys, even off the camera. James is really smart. Dulé Hill is just very personable. Every show has its own personality, it seems. Individually, collectively, you go in and you get a sense of the situation. And for me, I just felt like they made me an instant member of the family. And James is like myself. James Roday, he has quite a vast knowledge of film history. We talked about some of the classic movies, comedies with Jack Lemmon. I told him some of the films that inspired me. We talked a little bit about the old days, how they just don't make them like that anymore. So it was nice to sit across some young men who appreciate, classic cinema and, just talk shop basically and were real with me and friendly. Producers as well. Producers were nice. So yeah, that's
great. It doesn't happen every day. You're in a situation that's so fortuitous like that.
That's fantastic. As you know, obviously we're here at the tattoo convention. So my question to you is, when did you get your first tattoo?
I was 17.
17?
So yeah, maybe 1978, 79.
And obviously, it seems like it's a passion for you.
Say again?
It's a passion for you?
I think it was many things. Passion, a bit of atonement going on. I need to express various feelings, almost like a visual poem. I traveled a lot. I was in the Navy for 4 years, so I collected a lot of artwork overseas. And it was just kind of a mapping out of life experiences, feelings. Some of it's spiritual, some of it's mythological, or some of it's just, good old-fashioned sailor fun.
That's great. That's great. I mean, you seem like a very easygoing guy, very personable, which is very good. A lot of fans like that in actors and people in general. What do you take as far as what is the one thing, if you were to describe yourself as far as personality goes, what would you describe yourself as?
A work in progress. I think humility is key, especially in the entertainment industry. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, good looking out. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think humility is key. It keeps you grounded. But you can't fake that, though. I think because of my life experiences and what I've had to go through to achieve some type of position in the workplace, a lot of the feedback at first wasn't always positive because of how I look. Tattoos weren't always celebrated like they are now. They were not trendy. It wasn't cool. So I came under fire quite often because of how I look. I was once told by a casting director that I was at the wrong door because the messenger entrance is in the back.
Wow.
And I said, well, I'm not here to deliver a package. She said, oh, okay, well, we'll see over there. So I think enough of those experiences and, any number of stories I could tell, I won't bore you to death, shaped me somewhat. And motivated me to continue regardless of that kind of ignorance. So now I feel grateful that I live in a society where a lot of the young people are communicating themselves with some amazing artwork like this. It's beautiful. It made my life a little easier socially, professionally. That Hollywood is starting to embrace the tattoo culture somewhat. I don't know if they understand it as much as they're exploiting it. But hey, one step at a time. And to answer your question, I just say, I think that I'm learning to have a little more fun with the whole process, thus appearing on a show like Psych the Movie in a comedy where we can have a little more fun, and it's not about lessons of incarcerations or death or violence. So many things that I think the world has enough of right now. It's nice as a creator, I feel has a responsibility to educate people from all walks of life and all ages that there can be a transition in one's life creatively, personally, that communicates something positive, not darkness or anything.
Absolutely. Any new projects that you got going on?
I'm doing a movie right now with an actor named Danny Trejo called Silencer, and that should be out probably before Christmas 2018. I also just did a movie with Burt Reynolds, my hero, plays my father. I was beside myself. I met him recently. I have no words to describe what that was like other than I was just very happy. It's called Henry. I play a sheriff. Eric Roberts is in this, Eli Zen, Burt Reynolds, myself. So look forward to seeing that come out. There's been some projects on the horizon, especially in the independent film world, that allow opportunities for character development, which normally in the commercial realms of entertainment I'm not allowed to participate in yet. So I'm really thankful for the producers and directors that have the courage to write stories that allow people like myself and others who are a bit misfitted in the conventional paradigm to, do stuff that doesn't communicates more than arrogance and stupidity.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time and sharing a little bit about yourself. One last shout out to your fans in Minnesota.
Hey, everyone, thank you for taking the time to come by the table, showing love to Villain Arts Tattoo Convention. And for those of you who couldn't make it, hey, thank you for taking a minute to watch this interview. Jeff, I appreciate your time sitting here with me and listening to me babble. Love and respect.